Imagine celebrating Thanksgiving with no sugar, no butter, and barely enough coffee to fill one cup. A holiday built on abundance, suddenly stripped to its bones. It's 1943, and across the world, soldiers are freezing in Europe, fighting in jungles, and staring at stars on unknown horizons. While families back home gather by candlelight, ration books laid carefully beside the plates. This is the story of wartime Thanksgivings, when America learned to give thanks during scarcity, fear, and unthinkable sacrifice. Thanksgiving morning begins not in the kitchen, but in the pantry with a ration book. Little blue and red stamps determine every bite on the table. Sugar, strictly limited. Butter, a rarity. Coffee, nearly unobtainable. Canned goods, precious enough to lock away. The government posters shouted, "Don't you know there's a war on? Use it up, wear it out, make it do," and Americans listened. Households learned to stretch, improvise, and sacrifice, because every extra pound of sugar or bag of flour could be used for soldiers overseas. In millions of homes, Thanksgiving became a ritual of quiet patriotism. The feast wasn't about indulgence, it was about solidarity. Before the war, the Thanksgiving table mandated pie. Pumpkin, apple, pecan, rich, sweet, wrapped in flaky crusts made with piles of butter. But with sugar rationed to just 8 ounces per week, pies became a creative experiment. Women's magazines and home demonstration agents released hundreds of wartime recipes. Victory pumpkin pie, made with mashed carrots for sweetness. Molasses pies replacing sugar altogether. Corn syrup custards flavored with wartime spices. Crusts made with shortening instead of butter. Whipped cream substitutes made from powdered milk. One advertisement declared proudly, "Do your part, bake with purpose." Some pies were clever, some were admirable, and some were simply bland. Yet families sat down, bowed their heads, and ate every bite because the flavor didn't matter, the meaning did. Coffee was so scarce that Americans created substitutes from roasted barley, ground acorns, chicory. Burnt oats early morning Thanksgiving coffee, once a comfort, tasted like something between a campfire and a cereal box. But families drank it anyway, raising mugs in silent toast to sons and brothers across the ocean. Picture it. A smaller turkey, or sometimes no turkey at all? Rationing made many families choose chicken instead. Vegetables grown in the backyard victory garden. Mashed potatoes thinned with powdered milk. Gravy made with drippings stretched into eternity. Across the street, the neighbor's house glows with the same humble meal. Across town, the same scene repeats. Across the country, millions eat together, not in luxury, but in unity. For one quiet day, America breathes as one. Families gather around their radios, the warm hum filling the room. Thanksgiving broadcasts read messages from the battlefield. Private Tom Jenkins sends love to his wife and newborn daughter. The 36th Infantry Division shares pumpkin rations with locals in Italy. Crackling voices, static, hope. Children sit cross-legged on the floor, imagining their fathers' faces in every voice they hear. While families prayed at home, another kind of Thanksgiving unfolded overseas. Stars like Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and Marlene Dietrich traveled from camp to camp, performing for thousands of exhausted soldiers. Rain, mud, jungle, heat, it didn't matter. One soldier wrote, "For 20 minutes, we forgot there was a war." Bing Crosby's rendition of "I'll Be Home for Christmas" that year was so moving. Military censors nearly banned it for lowering morale. It wasn't sorrowful, it was true. And the soldiers clung to that truth. There were no banquet tables, no carved turkeys, no fancy pies, just tin plates, watery gravy, turkey slices, shipped in cans, instant potatoes, laughter forced through fatigue in muddy tents, men toasted with canteen cups. One diary entry reads, "We pretended it was home. Just for tonight." Across America, children carefully filled care boxes, hard cookies, knitted socks, drawings, tiny notes. "Please come home soon." Even if the cookies arrived dry, broken, or flavorless, they meant everything. They tasted like home. Thanksgiving 1943 wasn't about the food. It wasn't about tradition. It was about faith. Faith that the world would heal. Faith that families would be whole again. Faith that one day pies would be sweet, coffee would be strong, and every seat at the table would finally be filled. That year, gratitude wasn't in the feast. It was in the hope that next Thanksgiving everyone would be home.